Yeah. Roadhouse 2, Electric Boogaloo. Yeah.
So it's time not
he
to
tried
be
to
nice?
fight me.
He tried to fight you?
Well,
Poor
kinda.
life choices.
Yeah. It was just, we had a band. It was a Tool tribute band and an Alice in Chains tribute band. And they always packed the room. And this guy was in there, and, he just, it was one of those people where, he was totally fine 1 second, and then all of a sudden, I, looked at him, and I was like, oh, man, I don't know if I should have given him that Budweiser. You know what I mean? They're fine when they're ordering it, and they're composed when they're ordering it, and then they walk away, and I was like...
It's like the beer that broke a camel's back.
Yeah.
He
So
drinks his beer and walks away going, haha, got you, bitch.
yeah, and I'm like, fuck, you did, didn't you? But it's fine, because we got him in the end. But I looked up, I was waiting on somebody, and I looked up, and I just saw, everybody kind of backing away from this dude in a full room, a full crowded room. So these guys were definitely
They're just nope!
Yep, literally, just backing away. And there wasn't any, there wasn't any pushing or shoving, and there was some yelling, but it wasn't anything crazy. But because I already had a bad feeling, I was like, nah, I'm not letting this. Even if it's squashed, we're done. No. So I ran over and I just told the guy, I was like, all right, it's time to go. He's like, no, I'm not fucking leaving this room. And I was like, yes, you are. And he stepped to me like he was going to fight me.
So you headbutted him.
So I grabbed him by the shirt and I said, buddy, if you want to fight me, let's fucking go. I said, because this entire room will back me up right now. Because everybody in that room...
reaching his chest and ripped his heart out while still beating.
And it's true because and that's the thing, Matt made kind of a comment about the quote unquote those type of shows, right? So these harder rock and roll shows, even some of the metal shows that we have out back, he's like, you really should have a bouncer back there because it can get out of control. I go, those are the nicest people. Those people are the people I want in my corner.
Because they're grateful you gave them a venue.
Yeah. And these guys are the nicest people. They tipped me really well. They were telling me how great I was hustling, all this stuff. These guys don't want to fight. Otherwise, they would have already, because you're a fucking dick, and you clearly did something to make them literally all back away from you. So, trust me, if they're gonna fight, it's gonna be because you're gonna start a fight with a girl, not because of you.
It's I've been to shows I remember I went and saw My Life, the Thrill Kill Cult.
Okay.
Don't know what that means.
Fantastic band.
Okay.
But
wait, say that name again.
My Life with the Thrill Kill Cult.
Slower.
My Life with the Thrill Kill Cult.
Thrill Kill Cult. That's what I thought you were
saying. So my girlfriend at the time was like, I don't know about this band, and dragged her friend along.
Okay.
They're not really a pit band, but where the pit would be.
Yep.
And it's a wide variety of interesting characters.
Yeah.
And her friend passes out.
Oh no.
Her friend never hit the ground.
Yeah. Yeah. They caught her before.
Yep. And everyone helped her over, got her some water. But,
oh yeah.
The crowd served it to the medical tent.
Literally, yeah.
But then I've gone to see Pearl Jam or Live, and I'm like, everyone here is a fucking
Everyone
asshole.
sucks. I've been to, I don't know if you know the band, Lake Street Dive.
No.
They're very mellow, they're kind of folkish. They're very they're not. It's you get a female lead singer, a female literally straight up a straight up bass guitar. They're not.
Yeah.
Anything crazy. And those people that go to those fucking shows are fucking douchebags.
Yeah.
It's the older people that think they're still young and hip, and they get fucking wasted, and they're just in your fucking face because, I want to see the band, and they're fucking pushing everybody around. It's dude, this is a slow song.
Yeah.
No need to fucking push people up to the front.
My buddy used to work security at concerts, and he's like, the worst are country.
Yeah.
He's like, I fucking hated working. He's like, everyone is so drunk and so out of control.
Yep.
I'll give you a controversial take here.
Oh.
It's because it's drunk fucking young women.
Yeah.
And they're the worst.
And they can't walk in cowboy boots.
Yeah.
And then they fucking...
That was 100%.
All of a sudden, they're like baby giraffes, and they can't fucking stand and walk, and
He's like these fucking basic white bitches.
Yeah. At work, we were
Drinking
saying,
White Claws.
I would rather break up 2 dudes trying to fight than 2 girls trying to fight because it's so much worse.
In a heartbeat.
Yeah.
In a heartbeat. So anyway, this guy, I grabbed him by the shirt, and I started pushing him backwards to the door, and he was trying to obviously forcefully stay in the room. I got him to the entryway of the door. He turned around and he fucking threw his half beer at the wall, and then he tripped and fell and he hit his head on the ground, and to the point where I was like, I think I just killed this guy. You heard the thump, and I was like,
and everyone's like, whoa, well,
yeah.
get rid of the body, Jess. Just tell us where the back door is.
And there's some guy at the bar filming an instant karma video.
So then I turned around and went back in the room because I lost my shoe because I was more concerned about.
You lost your shoe this time?
I lost my shoe.
Oh shit!
It fell off my foot. I didn't throw it, but I was more concerned about working the rest of my shift with one shoe than anything else. So, and then he got up and he got in my face again and he goes, "Are you fucking throwing me out because some other dude was choking me?" And before I could even answer, my bouncer came, and I don't know if he heard what he said or if this was the most perfect timing on the face of the planet, but he reached around and grabbed his throat and dragged him away. And I was like, "Goodbye."
Where's my shoe?
And I was like, "Yeah, where's my fucking shoe?" Cops ended up getting involved. He ended up getting tased and arrested.
Don't tase me, bro.
And he has now charges of assault on a police officer. So
Sick.
Is this a character we would know?
No, never seen him before in my life.
Okay.
Never seen him before, and I hope to never see him again.
Yeah.
Except for on the news.
Yeah. Or yeah. It's just as long as they don't say where he was.
And for our listeners, we're at the New World Tavern. Bucket of blood.
Oh my god! But I 100% agree with you about breaking up a dude, a dude fight and a chick fight. Chick fights are brutal.
Oh, they're insane.
Because 9 times out of 10, it's different if I'm here, obviously, because I'm a girl. Splitting up 2 girls is different. But if you've had to break up a chick fight, where do you grab, right? Because then,
their face.
This day and age, yes.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, you're right, though. Because this day and age, everyone's going to be like, well, he grabbed me in my no-no spot. It's
you legit have to do it without using your hands.
I
You
know.
have to, use your arm to fucking, guide them
But it's
out.
also,
It's like hurting animals.
Yeah,
we were at a local downtown bar. You guys can figure out which one. And
Here?
not here.
And we were with a friend of mine, and this woman started trying to start a fight with her over about the seat she was sitting in.
That's
And my friend was so fucking pissed at us because we didn't jump in, and I'm like, the fuck did you want me to do?
Yeah,
I'm not fighting a girl for you.
I mean, and girls, they'll pull hair, and then what do? You try to peel the fingers off from people's hair?
When it's that bad, you just gotta go. We have cameras everywhere for that reason,
yeah.
so you can't be like,
Yeah,
hey,
I mean,
grab
we
me
do too.
appropriately.
Yeah.
We have cameras in the back room for the shows, but they're only live, so we can't pull footage.
Yeah.
I can.
Yeah,
I have
we
a
can
full
pull
roll of
footage
my
of all the
camera.
cameras up here,
Yeah.
but just not in the ones in the back room.
Yep.
It's a different system.
Just because that's where Carl tortures people.
Yeah, that's where I torture myself.
Actually,
by being
wherever
here.
Carl is, he's torturing someone.
So we have cameras and stuff too, but it's just you're right, chick fights are way worse. They don't know how to really fight.
Oh, I disagree.
Oh, yeah, I would disagree.
No, they pull hair and they do cheap shots.
I'll
and
show you some videos.
Oh,
I
yeah.
girl I
you know
dated-
what? You're in Southie. Southie chicks are
Dude,
way
they're not
different.
Southie chicks that come to stats. It's yuppie kids.
I was gonna say I dated this girl in high school, and she was smashing this girl's head off lockers, and I'm like, holy fuck!
I watched-
That's not all right.
This is 5 years ago. This is the only reason I'll tell this story. Because it's been so far away. I watched this girl, I didn't see it in real time, but I went back and watched it.
Yeah.
And this girl did the biggest fucking move. She's dropped her drink, so the other girl looked at it, and then she's fucking slugged her.
The good old switcheroo.
Those girls fight.
The good old bait and switch. Yeah.
Yep.
That's so. Welcome to the Bar Talk
Fight
podcast. I am Andy, and I am joined today by Dan Mahoney of Stats in South Boston,
Sup?
and Jess the Hammer Hamill, New World Tavern. She'll be fighting at the Cage Titans at Memorial Hall.
Hello. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, it happens.
It happened.
You know.
Listen, It happens. Again, luckily nobody was hurt, and nobody, like, I've said this a million times, it could have been so much worse. People around him could have gotten involved and just been like, yeah, I just want to get out some rage. Let's just fight this dude that clearly wants to start shit. And luckily, like, the only thing was there's this one guy who I actually knew, and he was trying to get me to get him to stay, and he was like, "No, it's okay. It's de-escalated." I go, "No, the fuck, it's not.
Oh, no.
No, it's not. He's not staying." Like, he's like, "No, it's okay. It's okay." I'm like, "No, it's not. And if it's okay now, it's not going to be soon. So let's just watch it now."
Obviously, he didn't handle any part of the being asked to leave well.
Right. So. Oh, yeah. He was, "I'm not fucking leaving this room." I'm like, "Yes, you are." Whether it's through me, the giant door guy I have up front, or the police. So you pick which one.
Like,
and he chose me.
He's like, "I'll do all three."
Like
he did. He did.
All of the above.
Yeah. He did. He did choose all three.
Smorgasbord.
Yeah, he's like, he was going for he was going for the hat trick. He was going.
So, Dan, before you got here, we were talking about like new trends, where we foresee the business going. Like, I think canned cocktails are still like the big thing.
Yeah.
Like, what's next? Like, what's our...
Yeah, what direction is everything going in?
Because it's not going to stay that way.
Yeah, I mean...
I don't know, we've been saying that, man. And it's been quite a good...
Yeah, but I've been saying that the craft beer bubble is going to be bursting for like 12 years now, and I find it's finally starting to burst.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you're predicting it. It's just not happening sooner.
I just thought it was going to happen faster.
Right, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I can't even pinpoint, the current trends. Like, never mind what's going to come up. Yeah, I guess that's the current. But you know what? It was so funny about the canned iced teas, like the like Sun Cruiser,
like Twisted Tea.
Yeah, they're the new Twisted Tea.
They're the new Twisted Tea. Kind of like how White Claws were the new Zima.
Yeah. Do you guys remember?
Ciders are nice.
It was hot. It was like big for like a hot second, and it could have just been the group does it. It was called like Firefly.
Yes, the Firefly vodka, the iced tea vodka.
Back?
I hope not.
No, the sweet tea.
Because I was in a place recently and I saw it behind the bar, and I immediately was like, "Wow, how long can you hold on to liquor?"
I mean, it could still exist.
Yeah,
but
Firefly, that was huge. I remember that being huge.
It was really good.
But it gave you the most brutal hangover because it was just full of sugar.
Well, they did the same thing like all the honey whiskeys. So it was like Jack Honey, Turkey Honey.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Jack Honey used to be my thing, and then it's like one of those things you have it too much. That now, not even that you had a bad experience. Like I never got really sick or anything. Then I was like, "Oh, I'm never having that again." It's just like I just had it that when Matt was drinking, like that was our thing. Was Jack Honey. So like every time we went out, we'd have a few shots of that, and then to the point where we were like, we'd order it just because it's our thing, and then we'd both look at each other. We both had this like disgusted look on our faces because we're like, we could order anything else. It doesn't have to be Jack Honey. There's a whole And then finally, we just looked at each other. I think we were at Pillory when we had this conversation, and we were like, I don't know if I want to do that anymore. I was like, I think we need to move on, and then we moved on to Crown Apple.
Ugh.
Crown Apple.
Usually you move on to better things, not worse.
I was going to say, one of the best drinks we've ever made on Bar Talk Day Drinking, I believe, had Crown Apple in it.
Yeah,
Dan.
I like Crown Apple.
Listen, Crown Apple is fine if it's in stuff, and even then,
I don't know.
Depends.
Yeah.
I don't remember what the Crown Apple cocktail was.
Oh, it was the apple pie Jello shots.
I
thought it was Fireball.
I thought it was Crown Apple.
No, it was
there was Fireball, but there's also something else in it.
Yeah, apple puckers.
No, it wasn't apple.
It wasn't green.
Yeah. Oh, maybe it was
green apple pie.
Maybe it was a
apple Jello.
Jack Daniel's apple something.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
I mean, apples and booze don't belong together.
I disagree.
Well,
I like Crown Apple to the point where I might go get one right now because it's
just out of spite
on the shelf over there. But yeah, even the wacky flavored vodkas were a trend for a really long time. The 3 olives or the pinnacles, and they make it was like what's the new flavor? Oh, I want to try that. Right? They had Fruit Loop.
Oh, I remember that.
Fruit Loop.
Yeah, Fruit Loop. Yeah,
I used to have a tiny little cereal bowl that was like a shot glass.
Yeah. For fruit.
That's fucking funny.
Yeah, I think White Trash, White Russian was made with the Fruit Loops vodka. That's I think that. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. Again,
podcast all about
White Trash.
bad things.
But as far as seeing it going, I don't know.
The only thing I can think of that I've seen more of than I ever thought I would is more people doing malort shots.
No, that's just a meme.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's
I'm sorry, what?
Malort.
What the fuck is that?
It's supposed to be it was going around.
I can't believe I'm asking.
Yeah.
It's usually you or Carl that's saying, "What's that?"
No, so it was this thing that was going around TikTok, the internet, memes, whatever. But
the internet.
How the if you know, you know. If you're a bartender, you go and you order a shot of malort, and then the bartender.
That was Fernet.
Kind of same.
It's
type
the same
of
idea. Only even the people that get it say it's fucking terrible.
Yeah,
I've never seen a bottle of malort. I think it's definitely
I think
you know
what BBC now.
Well,
and I think that's it. I think it's because of Teddy.
I can see that.
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
I only
so
know
basically,
that from
Teddy's
that
just vicariously setting all these trends.
No, but I've just started.
Imagine.
I just because of people because everybody wants to seem like they're in the know.
But I feel like TikTok is so huge now that it's hard to pinpoint a trend just from that. When it was smaller, I feel like it was easier to pin a trend. But now there's 700 different ideas
so
and thoughts and things that it's how does one become a trend? How, you know what I mean? It's I'm not on TikTok very often, but when I am, maybe it's because my algorithm is really weird. But
Neil the Seal.
It's a lot of Neil the Seal.
I love Neil the Seal.
It's a lot of body cam footage from cops arresting drunk people.
First of all, you got to watch Patty Mayo.
Okay.
He's a bail bondsman. It's fucking hysterical. And it's I'm why is TikTok showing this to me? And then 4 hours later, I'm all right, TikTok, you win.
Yeah.
Well, my same thing though. Every now and then I'll go down this rabbit hole. If have you ever heard of the sovereign citizens?
Yes. Yep.
I get
I'll go down I get those all the time.
I've never wanted to see someone get tased more in my life. I will go down a string of 3 videos.
Should have been here 2 Saturdays ago.
It's the cop pull the guy over. The guy already has a Bible stack of paper.
It's a binder.
Yeah. He's got a binder and be this case, and you can just see the cop.
Yeah, I was just watching something about the militia last night, and I was thinking to myself, wow, these people are fucking
it's very.
Those at least guys are organized. These people. It's just they're just I don't want to pay taxes and have a license.
And have
I probably have
register
warrants.
my car.
I think it's more they have warrants for their arrests and stuff every time.
But everything they do just screams "pull me over."
Yeah,
they're driving a car without a license.
I don't have to
without a
this.
Well, I'm not.
I'm traveling.
I'm traveling. I'm not doing commerce, so I'm not driving. And you're that's not. It doesn't even make sense.
That's just so confusing. I can't even keep track what day it is. Never mind, the stupid little laws within laws.
They're not. They're just.
I know. I'm just saying.
I think one time a judge I just don't want to deal with this.
Yeah,
you can go away, and they're this guy said it once. That's all we do.
And that's the thing is I don't understand how they what YouTube rabbit hole have they dove down where they're oh, this makes perfect sense that I don't have to do that.
There's
a whole other side of YouTube that
and I'm very
us normalish people don't fucking see.
I'm very scared about getting that. And that's one of those things is every once in a while, because I also watch a lot of flat earth videos, people.
Oh my god!
And every once in a while, you start getting the pro flat earth ones, and I'm I kind of want to watch them, but I don't want to fuck up my algorithm.
You can't watch those, Andy, with that beard, man. If anyone's ever said that guy over there thinks about flat Earth, I was it makes sense. If I didn't know you, Andy, just judging you from across the room, you are a flat Earther.
Listen, have you been to Antarctica? No.
He's in on Pizzagate.
I built my rocket ship.
Then 3 videos later is a dude living in Antarctica showing his day-to-day life. Those are also a lot of fun.
Oh, right. Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyway, so trends. Pizzagate is not a trend. Please do not duplicate Pizzagate.
Andy. Fish.
Pizzagate. Oh, that when they shot the dude who shot at the pizza place?
Nah.
Well, yes, but it had to do with the sex. Yeah, they thought like the names of the pizzas were like code for like different children that they could.
Oh, I didn't know that part. I just know that some guy shot up a.
It's kind of like the Wayfair thing. Did you hear about the Wayfair?
Oh, you can like order an Ashley or something.
Yeah, right. And
order
like
a beer,
this person has been missing since da 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 da, and they coincidentally used the same name. It's like you can Photoshop anything, right? Like you can Photoshop the name of that item.
Speaking of
say Ashley
of our friend all things Plymouth.
Oh God!
Someone posted, be like, this police officer, his truck was found missing with his child inside, blah blah blah. And I'm like, I feel like I would have heard about this.
I saw,
and I googled his name. He was a police officer. He was shot and killed, I think somewhere in Mass, but he's like from New York, and it was like a year ago. And I'm like, what?
Let's make anti all things Plymouth a trend. How about that?
No things Plymouth.
No things Plymouth.
But then the thing that kills me most about that is everyone goes there and thinks they're fucking funny.
I know.
And it's like none of this is funny.
No, none of this is funny. You're flooding my feed with unnecessary things that I don't want to read.
What if we bring back? You remember that website called Hot or Not?
Yes.
What if we bring that back for all things Plymouth, but it's stupid or not? That's what
I feel like 90% of the website would be stupid.
But there's no comments allowed. Because that's where it gets buried.
You just vote yes or no.
It's yes or no.
Yeah.
You can't argue a number.
I'll start. Yeah. I'll start the page.
Yeah. Make it happen.
Hot or not, all things Plymouth, and it's just no comments and only polls.
Yep.
Okay, and I'll just screenshot stupid things.
Just screenshots and you can vote it up or down.
Yep.
I like that.
So bring it back. Internet street justice.
And you have to be able to search the past posts lowest.
Yeah, maybe like send a link to the past post so they could see.
Or just be like our lowest scored one. You know what I'm saying? You have to rank them.
Like a wall of shame.
Yeah. So this is the dumbest guy ever.
Every month you get the ranking of all time and see, fucking Jimmy moved up 3 spots to be even dumber.
This sounds like it's a lot of work for me to do. I don't know if I want to do it anymore.
Someone out there do it.
Yeah, someone else. That's a free idea.
Don't give Fish things to do. He's got things to do. So trends.
Yeah, we keep trying. Yeah, I mean, the iced tea thing is huge.
Yeah, I thought it was going to drop off.
Same.
When it got not
I've seen people drink it. I just thought it was like another king.
Dude, we sell out of it.
But you know what's so funny is this week I thought I was being
Are they
so
caffeinated?
Awesome. Nope. No, they're not caffeinated and they're not.
Can you caffeinate
bubbled.
alcohol?
Yes.
No. They changed it after everyone died from Loco.
Yeah. Everyone died from Loco. I thought I was being so great this week, and I ordered like 2 extra cases of Sun Cruiser because
you sold out before
we sold out before. We sold out in a day and a half.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it that good?
Do we sell more than Bud Light, High Noons, fucking any other thing? It's our highest selling.
So it started off crazy. Yeah. At least for us, it started off crazy. Started to go a little bit downhill. Then the canned vodka sodas came back, and then I was ordering more neutrals than I was Sun Cruisers. And then just past weekend, everybody, can I have a Sun Cruiser? Can I have 2 Sun Cruisers? Can I have 7? I'm like, well, first of all, you don't even have 7 hands. But all of a sudden, and then in a day and a half, we ran out of 6 cases.
Yeah.
It was insane.
Shit.
We buy 30 fucking 40, a million I don't even know how many cases we have.
I can't.
We haven't run out in a while, but we've come so close so many times.
It must be nice to have extra storage.
I just never gave it a second chance.
I think that's you're seeing it with High Noon has their own teas now. Arizona Iced Tea has
Those are so gross. Don't get them.
Arizona?
Yeah.
The green tea?
I hated them.
Love it.
I drank them in Texas and wanted to fucking drown myself in the lake.
That's because you weren't drinking them in Arizona.
True.
I like the green tea one. I think the peach one is a little, and then the regular, I like just the iced tea one is
do they come in the giant cans that are 99 cents?
Unfortunately.
Awesome. 4 Loko style?
Actually, that'd be awesome and tart.
Yeah.
You would die.
Great. But like even in beer, like I haven't seen any trends. I mean, like the it's been pretty consistent for the last few years, where it's like just your IPAs, your New Englands, your hazies. Like I think the hazy is making a huge comeback, whether it's New England or you just fucking call it hazy and it's not really real hazy. Like if you have the word hazy, I feel like that's been the biggest beer trend that I've seen. Even like darks for a while were like huge, and now it's like I'm hesitant to even bring something other than Guinness on.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, like this time of year it's a little bit easier, but like...
Well, it would be easier if it wasn't 80 degrees in November.
Seriously. Oh my God, I know. Like I have a peanut butter porter on right now from Night Shift, and it's doing okay.
Yeah.
Maybe once it gets a little colder, it'll start picking up.
Over the whole like... I tried one the other day. It was a cookies and cream. It's just like I just want my porter to taste like porter.
I'm here for flavored porters. There's just so many bad ones. Like
maybe that's what it is.
I just don't try them.
Well, there was like and I don't remember the brewery. Maybe you can refresh my memory. But there was one that was like a campfire one.
Oh,
and I thought, and the way that it was advertised, I thought it was maybe like s'mores tasting, and it was really like smoke.
Was it Baxter's?
I don't remember.
I think I know who it is, but we'll talk. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't remember the brewery, but I was so excited to bring it on. I remember I brought it on at the BBC, and I was so excited. So, oh my God, this is going to be like a s'mores porter or stout, whatever it was, and it was awful. Like, it was smoky in the campfire sense, not... But the way that it was advertised totally didn't, like, I didn't get that
one of the first, that kind of candy porter type thing was a s'mores one, and I took a sip of it, and I'm like, oh. And my girlfriend was like, what's that? I'm like, oh, it's a s'mores porter. She's like, let me take it. She's like, oh my God, it tastes like a candle. And I'm like, yeah, but like a s'mores candle.
I think those flavor beers are so much better on draft. And like, I don't even know if it's like a draft you get here. Like, I feel like you guys gotta go get it at the brewery, and that's kind of
but just sometimes it's such a chemically flavored taste.
Well, that's what I mean. Like in the cans, like they just don't travel well. Like, I mean, there's some that do. Like Breckenridge Vanilla Porter is one of the best fucking beers ever.
Yeah, but that's a basic flavor.
That's what I mean.
You know what I mean? Like
you can also just do a porter with a shot of vanilla vodka in it. That's really
that would probably taste
I'm trying not to fucking die. If I'm doing that, I'm just drinking a bottle of tequila.
Wait, when you went from a porter to a bottle of tequila, that's a
welcome to bar talk.
If I'm ruining my life, I'm gonna enjoy it.
That's
right.
But yeah, I mean,
I didn't even see that many pumpkin beers this year.
Yeah. Pumpkin, look, we usually fly through pumpkin.
Yeah.
I think we maybe ordered half of what we normally order this year.
Yeah.
And the only reason why we had it as long as we did was because I got one more keg just in case. And we went through it by end of Halloween.
Yeah, you know.
So like, but if it went anything further,
then it's
we would have been sitting on it. But yeah, pumpkin definitely not huge.
I think we're on our last barrel. I mean, it moved, but definitely you could see like it's gone down.
Yeah.
Same thing with the fucking weather too. Like
I know, it's true. Like
it's hard to get in the fall stuff when
I was riding my motorcycle out 2 weeks ago. It was fucking 80 degrees outside.
Yeah.
I was like, a week?
2 weeks ago, like 2 days ago.
That's fair. Actually, it probably was 2 days ago. But like, I just like, Jesus Christ, like. And then I'm trying to think of like winter cocktails. And I'm like, how am I going to say, hey, this is I can't even call them winter cocktails. I just say seasonal because it's, even right now, it's what, like, fucking, it's sunny and,
it's beautiful out.
Like 68. Like, it's like, Jesus Christ. Like, Christmas is right around the corner. Parade Day is in a week and a half.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't want to talk about it.
I marked on my calendar, don't come near
I know, he texted me the other day, he goes, what is the exact date of Parade Day? And I said, it's November 23rd. He's like, all right, I'm going to make sure I'm completely scarce on that day.
Then I'm showing up blackout and telling
it's either or,
I was going to say, I always come downtown.
He's going to storm through the kitchen.
Downtown.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Honestly, when I moved downtown, I don't think I went to the parade fucking once.
Yeah, why would you?
Yeah. Once I stopped working down here, I was like,
I don't even really care about the parade. I just think the rest of the day
it's the rest of the day, yeah. I know, like, you're going to fucking storm in the kitchen while Third Left is playing in the jam, and the cavern's jam-packed. He's just, Jess, call me in!
You were here last year?
Actually, 3 years ago?
I think Carl smuggled me in through the kitchen last year.
Yeah. Well, 3 years ago, my other friend, Dan, Mississippi Dan, I'm getting my ass handed to me back there, and he shoots me a text, and the only reason why I saw it was because it was on my watch, and it said, "Can you let me in?" And I think it was because there was a literal line at the front door, not even the back door to the cavern. And the bouncer wasn't letting anybody in. And he goes, "Well, I know the manager." And the guy that was filling in, he was just filling in on the door, like he's not our normal door guy. And he's like, "Okay." And so he didn't even know my name, like he didn't even know who I was, because I hadn't like really met him until after he was done. So he's like, "Oh, okay." And he's like, "Well, what's her name?" And Dan's like, "You don't even know her name?" He's like, "Dude, I don't really work here." And he goes, "Oh, you don't work here?" And he fucking just barreled by the door guy. And he's like, "No, I do. You can't come in." He goes, "Jess said it was fine for me to come in." And he's like, "Oh,
who's Jess?"
Right, yeah. He's like, "Oh, I guess." And then he fucking starts coming through the kitchen. I'm like, first of all, where did you even know where the kitchen was?
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, I just guessed." I was like, "Well, I guess you picked the right door."
I smelled my way through.
Yeah, and then he brought like 5 people with him, and they're all like, "Hey, how's it going?" They're trying to say hi to me behind that tiny ass fucking bar back there. I'm like, "Move, God, my way!" Yeah, I mean,
my first parade day experience. I came in here for breakfast, and Carl like points at the seat of the bar. He's like, "Sit there." I'm like, "All right." So I'm sitting there. I had my breakfast and had a drink, whatever. And it was so busy. I'm like, "Oh, I'm taking up the fucking seat, whatever." And so I bounced. And later I saw Carl, I was like, "Where the fuck did you go?" And I'm like, "You seem really busy." He's like, "No, I wanted you to take up that seat so I wouldn't have to wait on anyone there." I'm like, "Oh, I see how it is."
We're just a seat filler. Kind of like how they have at the Grammys, like the seat fillers. That's funny.
Made it look full, but it could be ignored.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Thanks a lot, I guess.
You're like, why do you want to ignore me?
No, I get why.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Been there.
I talk to me all the time.
Weird.
It's a compact mirror. It's like, "Andy, you're doing a good job today."
That's ridiculous. I just put my camera on reverse.
You record your little self-talks, and then you like...
"You can do this, buddy." You're the best.
No, I'm
not.
This.
You're right.
I got one like on my video today. It was me. Thanks, Andy.
Thanks, Andy. Oh, man. Yeah, so, what do you...
Oh.
I get it.
I mean, a little update. Question 5.
Oh, yeah.
Did not pass.
Question 5 did not
For anyone
pass.
that is out of state that was listening to the show.
Yeah.
That was a big topic of
that was huge. About paying tipped employees regular wage.
Yeah.
There was a lot of...
it was close.
It was close. It was scary close.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what. Most of the state voted no. But it was Boston, Cambridge, and Somerville that had the biggest vote for yes. And
really?
Because Boston is like, the vote was like 120,000 people compared to like, some small town that said no for like 10,000. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, even though most of the state voted no, it was those huge population of cities that voted yes. That's why it became so close. That and I think Amherst was up there. They voted yes. And then somewhere else, I want to say Framingham, but I could be wrong. But when you think about those towns, Amherst is a huge college town. Yeah. So who knows? They may not make that much money up there.
Oh no, they do.
College kids, like, they don't really have a lot of money. Is it more quantity versus quality, I guess?
A couple of my staff used to bartend up there.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
So then why would they want a yes? Because they were, I think, in the map, they... Yeah.
It's not those people that are voting. It's the fucking nanas and people.
Yeah. Well, I was just wondering,
Well, there was a lot of...
I was going to say, because the college kids could be like, "I'm going to vote yes so I don't have to tip."
Maybe.
But the same aspect, I don't know if they would vote there or vote where they're from.
Where they're from?
They vote where they're from. Okay. Where their registered address is.
So they wouldn't even vote there.
Right, yeah.
Unless they're from.
Yeah. But I saw a lot of people say yes in Boston. There was a couple of articles where it was employees, but I also don't know if they were part of, like, the union, because there's hotel bartenders that are part of the union.
Yeah.
So is that why is because maybe with the union it's different. I don't know. Like a perfect question I think to ask this would be Cam. Doesn't he work?
I was just saying that.
He works somewhere up in Boston and
this big
part
fancy
of
hotel.
Yeah. So I wondered if that was a big part of it. But yeah, I mean, I think it was 118,000 votes for yes in Boston.
It's wild.
Yeah. And then Cambridge was right behind it, and Somerville was right behind it.
Fucking hipsters.
Yeah, I know. Listen, I don't know. I to me, it just, I get where some people are coming from, where they'll make the argument of like, well, why do I have to pay someone else's income, right? Like as a customer, why do I need to pay your income?
Regardless.
But it's just right. But it's just like it's almost to the point where you just have to break it down to its basic form, and it's that this is how it is. This is how it's always been. It works. So why do we have to fix it?
See, my thing is, it's not a particularly good system. It was
sure.
It was founded in a racist thing, blah blah. But like, you can't fucking change.
Why'd you have to bring race into this?
I'm just kidding. But like, you just can't change it overnight. Is my thing.
Right.
You know, like if you
like tip culture is out of control in certain aspects.
Yeah.
But if this is how it is, and this is how it's been for a really long time, and it's working for the employees, which is where it matters, then why change it?
And there is that aspect where like you're being asked to tip everywhere for everything,
and I think that is a problem.
I think that's what spurred most of this.
But then there's also people that are just fucking completely irrational. I saw some bitching that they went into a restaurant, bought a gift card, and when they ran their card, it asked if they wanted a tip. It's like, that's the system.
Just the system.
The system's just set up to do that.
Right.
Like,
It's
so
you don't have to tip on a gift card, but we don't expect you to.
Yeah.
Like it's just it's the computer's not going to pick and choose when to print the credit card tip line.
Yep.
Like it's but I do agree that the tipping, and we've talked about this plenty of times before, that some of the tipping culture is out of control. But it's not the restaurant business that's out of control.
Yeah.
It's not that business that's out of control. It's and I'm only saying this because it's directly in front of me, 7-Eleven. Like, you literally see at the cashier, there's a tip cut at 7-Eleven.
Really?
Yep. If you go down the street right now, there's a tip cut at the counter. And that's insane.
Yeah.
Because those people are getting paid minimum wage, the regular non-tipped employee minimum wage, and you're just cashing me out. Why do I have to?
Yeah, you're not providing me a service.
Creative, you go to the garden, they have like those little stands, self-serve coolers. You go get them, you scan your own shit now, and like, oh, do you want a tip? I'm like, you didn't fucking do anything. You checked my ID.
Who am I tipping?
Do I get this money?
Yeah. Like, you
press tip, and then there's a guy next to you who hands you $2.
Right?
Yeah, like it's just those things are insane.
Yeah.
And again, like we always talk about coffee, like oh well, the Starbucks person, like they put a lot of effort into making your coffee. Okay, maybe if you want to give them a couple extra bucks because they literally made something for you, like they didn't just pour it into a cup and give it to you. But I still don't because
you're not getting paid tip wages.
They're not getting paid tip wages, and they're getting. I mean, and I guess I just know this just because I've looked into it, but like they get a fuck ton of perks working at Starbucks. Like at like 16 years old, you could start saving for retirement. You get a 401k, you get this, you get that. You could get so many benefits from working at a large corporation of Starbucks. What is my $1 to you? It's not paying your wage, or it's not helping you save money for retirement. It's not.
It's for drugs.
It's for drugs. They're sniffing that matcha powder out back. Yeah.
So are they supposed to spend their own money on drugs?
Right.
Jess? Is that what you're saying?
Look, if I knew if it was for drugs, maybe I'd throw them a couple extra bucks.
I respect it. Yeah. Well, it depends on the drugs.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, black tar heroin, no.
Nah.
That's where I reach my limit. But yeah, like I just like I said, like the girls that got their tooties, I've said this before, I'll tip them a couple bucks because they make my drink that I order, and I know they're not getting all those benefits. I know they're not getting, and who knows, maybe they aren't getting paid $15 an hour. I don't know but they're a small coffee shop.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I'm fine with giving them my the change or the extra buck or whatever. But tip culture is crazy, and I think
we've had people still try to tip us when we run events, and I generally don't feel comfortable taking the tip because I'm like.
But then on the other side of things,
charging you to be here.
On the other side of things too, like I'll get people that come in here, and I see it mostly out back, that'll tip me like crazy.
Yeah.
So they don't have a problem with. It's not that they have a problem with giving the money. It's maybe they just have a problem where they're giving it to and how often they have to give it.
And how often they're being asked to give it.
Yeah.
No, I definitely think that's what it is. It's like everything you do. It's like, oh, do you want to do a tip?
Yeah, do you want to do a tip? Do you want to do a tip? Like
And then even if you're not being asked for a tip, it's like, hey, would you like to round up to this? And we're going to donate
the
to
homeless.
Such
I'm like, no. I'll give them. I'd rather. That sounds really bad that I just said no. I'm not going to feed the homeless. But if I'm going to do it, like I'm going to donate food.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
that
I'm going to
money doesn't go to anyone. So it's like a tax break for those, or something like ridiculous. Like
that. I heard that where like they collect all, so say CVS collects all the money, and then they make a donation, but CVS's name is on that check, so they make that as a tax write-off. And I'm like, that's fucked up. That's not.
Yeah, that's not
cool. That's why I'm like, if I'm going to donate to something, like when you do the scavenger hunt, right? You collect, non-perishable for. I'd rather do that.
That's on December something.
December.
It's early.
It is early this year, yeah. But
Probably start working on that.
I always joke when you go buy dog food. It's like, do you want to feed a fucking homestead? I'm like, dude, I'm feeding 2 fucking right now.
I'll tell you
like
what, though.
$70 bag of dog
At
food.
Petco and PetSmart, I'm hitting the highest donation because I'm like,
I'm
with your baby.
I'm the same fucking way. Same fucking way.
I won't for people, but I will for dogs.
Someone could be like, my mother died in this random accident. I'd be like, that sucks. I'm not refunding your ticket. And they'd be like, my dog has the sniffles. I'd be like, oh my god, what's his name?
I'm gonna send him a little.
I'll send him a card. And don't worry, I'll take care of your ticket.
See, I won't do the thing on the computer every time, but when they're doing like buy this treats and stuff for a dog in the shelter, I'm like, done. I'll do that. I'm not. It's the same fucking thing. They're donating the money. I'm not paying for your tax write-off. I don't get tax write-offs.
Yeah, I don't get a tax write-off. It's fair.
Can't claim my dog's as dependents yet. So
I fucking wish. But what other places are like? I mean, I know.
Is that really the trend? Tips? People asking for tips?
That is a trend.
It is a trend.
That is a trend. Asking for them.
Yeah.
Like kitchen staff, they'll have a tip bucket out in their window.
Yep.
And it's like, I don't know. It's just. I did a fundraiser, a private event at Memorial Hall a few weeks ago for a friend of ours, and me and Matt bartended, and we volunteered our time.
Yeah.
And I felt awkward when someone paid for a card to like swivel the thing around for a tip.
Because it auto asked for a tip.
Well, I mean, I could have shut it off, but at the same time, like, and we gave some of the money back. So that was the other thing. Like, I'm like, I'm not just keeping all of it. Like, we gave some money back. So like, but it still felt awkward because it was like a fundraiser for suicide prevention, and it was it was a great turnout. But even me, like, I'm like, I'm actually literally doing a job that is required to collect tips. I'm not getting paid for this.
Yeah.
Like, and even I felt awkward spinning that tablet around and being like, do you want to tip me? Like, big smile on my face. And I think that's like, it's because you get places where it's just not, like, it just doesn't seem feasible to me to like spin the fucking thing around.
I don't like the fucking put it in your face thing like that.
Again, that's why I felt awkward too. I was like,
and like the preset options keep like creeping up.
Yeah. Well, and that was I specifically wanted to make sure that in that I like had a thing underneath that said no tip or like custom tip or like because there's some places where you can turn that on and off. Because I'm like, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with you not feeling like you want to tip me.
Yeah.
It's a specific situation where. Hey, how you doing?
That's hiring?
No, we're not hiring. Nope, sorry. Have a good one. I gotta go lock that door.
Pause the episode.
I know, yeah.
So I can go pee.
The tree lighting.
So yeah, that's the 7th, and
and
now that Dan's not here, let's talk some trash. Also, New Road Tavern not hiring right now.
Yes, New Road Tavern's not hiring.
Sorry for that weird interruption.
When this episode comes out, maybe we will, but at the moment, no, we're not. Yeah, I don't really. I honestly can say I can't predict a trend that's up and coming. Usually you can kind of pinpoint it, but
I don't even
right
see
now,
like food trends that are like happening. Like
food trends are all over the place right now. Like I said, the hazy is really the biggest thing that I see people asking for as far as beer, liquor. I just feel like liquor. It's like whatever's not going to break the fucking bank.
Yeah.
Some of these Jameson's expensive now.
yeah.
Oh my god, we had to up our price, and I was like I feel bad, like charging them for whatever. I forgot how much we charge it for now, because for the longest time it was like, right up there with Tito's and whatever. Now you go to the liquor store and a bottle of Jameson's like almost $50.
Yep.
I went to Brewster Bar and ordered an old fashioned, and Mariah was working, and she's like, what do you want? I'm like, I like bourbon. She's like, what kind? I'm like, dealer's choice. And she's like, okay, turn around and walk. I'm like, well, that's the wrong place to say that.
Yeah, I know.
I'm like, I think I just ordered a $70 drink.
Yeah. But like cocktail trends or like specific liquor trends, I don't really see. I see a lot of people reverting back to the good old basics.
Yeah.
No one's really asking for anything crazy as far as like a liquor or like a specific brand. Like Casamigos is fucking that's the biggest trend right now. And tequila is Casamigos.
Yeah.
Why?
Still
I don't know.
Espinal.
Esplanade?
Yeah.
That's been around for a while though. Esplanade. That's the one with the cool bottle.
Yeah, it's got a very cool bottle.
Actually, I think I have it.
I was looking for it.
Yeah, it's over there.
That's a good one.
Yeah, but that's been around for a while, so maybe that's just like kind of creeping its way up.
Casamigos.
You don't.
It's okay.
No?
You don't have to.
Okay. All right.
It's fine.
Never mind.
There's a reason the bottle looks like Tito's.
Okay.
Yeah. Don Julio is just as good. Patron is
better.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's only a little bit less expensive, but like I feel like so Casamigos, that's fucking huge right now. I think tequilas in general, I feel like are making a bigger splash than.
See, that's been
a little while. Yeah, it's been a little while. People they're asking for specific tequilas, not even necessarily brands, but like a reposado.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like they're not just going with whatever it is.
Just waiting for them all to get cultured and learn that Aeneos are the best tequilas.
Yeah.
Uncultured swine.
Uncultured swine.
It's I don't know, maybe it is that the trend is just to get back to basics.
Well, you gotta look at the people who are going out now. It's the kids in their 20s that are maybe try to be a little more frugal with their spending. Like, I mean, look at me and Dan's generation of, we can't afford housing.
Yeah.
I have a house because I got divorced and I got a lot of money from when I sold the house, but not everybody can get happily divorced like me.
Yeah.
And so, but like, Killian's trying to buy a house and it's damn near impossible. The housing crisis is ridiculous. So like, I think the younger generation is seeing the shit show that those people are going through and they're saving a little bit more money. They're not going out as much. And if they are, they're not necessarily, they're frugal with what they're spending. If they do buy a Casamigos, I don't know. It's hard to tell. Like when they do buy a Casamigos, they'll get a shot of it and then they're like, okay, guess that was worth the $15, and I won't. And then I'll just keep drinking my
but
$6 White Claws or whatever. I don't know.
They're drinking less in general.
Yeah,
I disagree.
Well, yeah.
Well, you
certainly have a different dynamic. That's for sure.
But even from like my kids, both my kids are in their early 20s.
Yeah.
Zoe turns 21 in just a few months.
Yeah.
And Zoe and their boyfriend's like date night is they make dinner together at home, so it's just even like they're just not even trying to, they have to be more like conscious of
maybe that it's not, they're not going out as much, maybe they're definitely not going out to eat, maybe they're saving all their money for drinking, which is fine.
No job. We did. How often did you go out to dinner when you were 21?
I always ate where I work, so...
So eat your Pop-Tarts and ramen
at home.
Give me some Domino's $5 pizzas. Let's fucking go.
Old Country Buffet.
Yep.
$8 for dinner, and if I could pile it on up.
Ever been to Old Country?
Oh, God, I miss it.
I don't know whether there is one.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any up here
The
anymore.
only one I remember, I think, was in Brockton.
There was one in Dartmouth.
Okay.
And that's because I went to school in Dartmoor. It was right down the street from where I went to college.
I don't go that far south.
I know.
That
I was
far
forced
south.
to. But yeah, even food trends, I don't see anything.
Tacos.
I mean, tacos
Tacos
are
aren't-
always
that's not
there.
a trend. That's
Yeah, but you get just more and more places of fucking tacos, guys.
I mean, it's true. We've
They're
had
becoming
like
universal.
4 Mexican restaurants pop up in this town in the
Yeah.
last couple of years.
You have tacos on your menu?
We have fish tacos.
See?
Everywhere.
Tacos.
Everywhere
Everywhere's got
is
tacos.
Yeah. I wouldn't call. I mean, there are tacos, but like I wouldn't call them like a traditional taco by any means.
You want a taco shell?
I'm just
It's a
saying.
damn taco, Jess! There's one requirement for a taco.
It's
Is it on a fucking taco shell?
But yeah, like even like you know, like fancy food, like that kind of had its trend for a little while. And
Well, you're not going to get the next trend until next year. Like, we're in this year's trend. So, like, and I feel like
we're
it's not
supposed
till
to
the
predict
spring.
the future. Like
Yeah, I
my
already
job
told you,
every
it's-
day is to predict what people are going to eat and drink.
We're following the line. It went Zima, Twisted Teas, somehow Four Locos coming back.
Yeah.
All right, no, I already did.
All right.
That's
Yeah.
espresso martinis.
Oh, yeah.
Next is going to be apple ciders.
Ciders,
The
yeah.
only thing Insider's going to make.
It's going to be back. That's it. There you go.
Okay,
Mark
that's
on
your
calendar.
prediction.
You
Yeah,
heard it
all
now.
right.
2025,
In
the year of the
7 years,
cider.
I'll reverse back to. Yeah, ciders. I mean, I love ciders. We have Magners, and I fucking love Magners.
I love
but
Magners.
No one knows what it is.
I love Magners. It's so good.
Love it.
Because it's the right amount of sweet. It's
Yep.
not, like, some of them are just...
I like
Like a-
Strongbow, too.
Strongbow's good, yeah.
Strongbow
Yeah.
is good. Strongbow is similar. It's like similar in that it's not. They call it a dry Irish cider, but it's not dry.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
there's Artifact, I think, makes a dry cider,
Yep.
and that's dry.
Yeah.
Like that's like that's literally like you're drinking a 20-ounce glass of
Yep.
champagne.
Yeah.
Stormalong, too. Same
Yeah,
thing.
Yeah.
that's right. Yeah.
Stormalong makes a holiday cider that's really good.
Really?
Really good.
I love
What is
Artifact and Stormalong. have awesome
I'd have to look
Yeah.
it up. Like it's literally like holiday memories or something.
I'm so partial to Down East, but
Down East, yeah. Same thing.
Yeah.
Down East is good.
Down East
I
is
feel
great.
like some of their
flavored.
flavored ones are like this doesn't even taste like cider. Is
Some
this
of
really a
them-
cider kind of thing?
Some of them.
The slushies.
Slushy ones
Yeah, well, the
specifically?
slushies are malt beverages. They're not
Yeah.
ciders.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I didn't-
so then that's-
all right.
yeah.
That makes sense.
But I will say I think they took a surprising leap of faith on that one, and I think they nailed it at first, and then the second year it was like, I'm over it.
The cider donut.
Yeah,
that they come
apple
out
cider
with
donut
fucking
is so
crushed.
good, and
And
they
you-
make a high ABV one.
Yeah.
It's 8%. It's so good.
Well, even
So I'm gonna say the better one is 1911's apple cider donut.
Jerry makes a good
Yeah.
one too, doesn't he?
Who?
Jeremy Highland.
Does he make a cider donut?
I thought he
I
did.
haven't had that. The last one I was there the other day. Can't remember what I had. Oh, it was like a Jack Skellington pun.
Yep.
It was good.
But yeah, like Down East, like they'll make an orange creamsicle cider,
Yeah,
and it's good. But you're right, it's not.
you're
apple
just like
cider.
this isn't.
Like it's not hard
Yeah.
cider. Yeah.
In the slush ones, I'm like, this tastes like you let a slush melt.
Yeah, literally.
and
yeah.
you're drinking it.
Yeah.
But if I'm getting a cider from Cider Company,
Yeah,
I want a cider.
Yeah.
Worst
even,
fucking hangovers of my life, though. When you drink too many
cider?
ciders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I remember
I
wouldn't be surprised.
partial to my weight gain over like 10 years is because for like 5 years straight, that's all I drank was ciders. Just have a cup of sugar every
And
day.
we were out. It was like a Monday. And we're like, we're having cider day today, and we bought every kind of cider.
Oh
and
my
I don't
God.
think I've ever wanted to put a bullet in my fucking head
Yeah.
more so than that Tuesday.
Because
Yeah,
that
it's
sounds
the
like a lot of
sugar.
fun.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Until
Yeah.
the next day.
I don't even. I want to say I was hungover with a headache before I even went to bed that day.
Yeah,
By all
I
that
bet.
sugar and
Oh, that's
shit.
the worst.
Well, because you're probably dehydrated from the sugar intake
Yeah.
and from drinking all day.
Yeah.
That's just when
Are
you're
you
like,
working
I
tonight?
hope, I
Is
hope-
that what we're doing after this?
I hope I sleep long enough to wear off this hangover. Cool.
Yeah, I don't know.
Sorry.
We'll see. We'll see what the next trend is going to be.
Well, I have a prediction
Okay, what's your prediction?
that it's last call.
Oh, that's not a prediction. That's a statement.
Well, I said it before. I say last call. So it's the part where we go around, we plug whatever we want to plug. We're going to start with Jess today.
Well, I'm going to steal your thunder, and I'm going to promote the Krampus scavenger hunt because I'm put on the spot. But I actually, and speaking of Krampus, I'm just going to promote Krampus in general. How about that? Because...
Are you promoting beating children and abducting them?
I mean, I always promote that.
I was going to say, I feel like you stole my thunder and dance.
Right, yeah, sorry. But I actually just did a craft fair up in Brighton a few weeks ago, and I was talking...
Stole kids.
Yes.
Yeah, that's how she makes her crafts.
I actually made a new sticker, and it's a Krampus guy with 2 little kids in a sack on his back, and it says, "My neck, my back, my naughty children's sack." That was the best seller at my craft fair. But I got into a conversation with this girl, and she was telling me all about, like, there's so many places that do these big Krampus festivals, and, like, I didn't realize there were any in Boston, and I said, I think she says there's a couple.
Yeah.
And people go all out, and they get dressed up like crazy. And I see videos of, like...
The parades, like, over in Norway and Finland and shit are fucking
off
the hook.
That's what I've seen, and I'm like, this is amazing.
Like, carrying, like, I don't even know what the fuck they are. These, like, fires on chains.
Yep. And they're, like, on those, like, stilts, those, like, backward stilts, so it looks like you have, like, these, like, weird hoof...
Oh, like
legs.
demon goat legs?
Yeah.
It's one of those where you're like, this looks like so much fun, and no town around here would give you permission to do it.
So let's embrace Krampus this season. I know we're not even through Thanksgiving yet, but let's embrace Krampus.
It's going to be a very Krampus year.
Krampus year?
Yeah.
It's like bah humbug, but worse.
I don't want to buy anyone presents this year, but there's a few people that I'd really like to hit with a stick.
Stuff in a sack?
Stuff in a sack with a stick. Yeah.
I feel like you should just do that all year round.
You're right. You're right. Krampus should be all year round.
Yeah. All right. That's my take. Right. Let's celebrate Krampus.
But if anyone's asking, it was December 7th.
Yes.
We're starting here, I believe.
Yep.
And we give you a list of photo ops that you post to Instagram.
Do you get your own stick, or you have to bring it?
You bring your own. If you dress up as Krampus, you get bonus points.
Yeah.
What if I just want to hit people with a stick?
Then that's fine.
That's fine.
Do I get bonus points for each person I hit?
Listen.
Only if they enjoy it.
What if I put them in the sack first?
I might be putting that on the list. I haven't made the list yet. But the only requirement is that your team show up with a donation of non-perishable food items, which we take over the food pantry and help out our friends. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's the details.
Yeah.
Go to inebriate.com.
Yeah.
Dan, what do you got?
I don't know. Tell everyone they're fucking stupid.
The stupid or not.
Yeah.
Listen, Dan.
Stupid or not.
I don't like that you're phoning in your hate.
I
like it when it's
my fault because I gave you my hate in the beginning of the episode.
Yeah. I don't know.
Stupidornot.com, and it's just all things Plymouth stupid.
I mean, I'm gonna promote people riding the community blue bikes around Boston at 2:00 in the morning when they're on tons of drugs. 'Cause it was really fun for me to watch someone do that last night. So.
That does sound like a good time.
Think about it. Catch your buzz and get a little fitness on, and then try to carry.
Fitness? Isn't it just a scooter?
No, it's a bike.
It's the bikes.
Bicycle.
It's the bikes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's no motors involved. So it's still not safe. But
it's not.
From the inside of my building, when we sat there and fucking watched you in the dark for 20 minutes, it was fantastic. Into my evening.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're promoting intoxicated.
No, this was not alcohol.
All right, perfect.
Yeah.
Bar Talk in no way encourages you to use illegal drugs. Don't sue us.
Yeah.
But if you do them,
get on a bike.
Find a bike.
Go to make the trip to Boston.
Yeah.
Make sure you go across the street from Stats.
Yeah, at 3 in the morning.
3 in the morning.
When you do your drugs, be healthy about it and get a workout.
Yeah.
The more you pump that heart, the more the drugs work, guys.
Or your heart explodes. So I'm going to say we're recording this on Veterans Day, so I'm just going to say thank you to all the veterans who have served. And you can email us at bartalkcast@gmail.com with all your questions, complaints. Jess really still waiting on some hate mail.
It's fair.
And you can find us on all social medias at bartalkcast, and we will see you next time.
Goodbye.
And thanks for checking out the show today, listeners. If you enjoyed the content today, you can go over to patreon.com/inebriart to support the show. You can join over there for just a few dollars a month and help us provide this fun content that you just checked out. You can also email us at inebriart.com with your questions, complaints, and concerns, or you can find us on all social medias at inebriart or at inebriart6 on Instagram. And also don't forget to check out our other shows, Bar Talk Podcast, Old Colony Cast, Inebriart, and all the other shows on the Inebriart Network, which you can find at inebriart.com. Thanks again for listening.